What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game Madden 2012, which was released on the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PSP, Xbox 360, PC, and Nintendo Wii by Electronic Arts. And this game is pretty much based off of the 2011 NFL season, and pretty much has all the teams from that particular season and everything, and the rosters on each team pretty much reflect that and everything. Now, it is worth noting for the Wii version, there's four different gameplay styles slash options, which are arcade, conventional, horizontal, and classic. Now, the conventional style is pretty much you using the Wiimote and nunchuck, and the classic controller, pretty much the classic style allows you to use the classic controller, while the horizontal style is pretty much you using the Wiimote, pretty much like a traditional controller and everything. And pretty much the arcade mode is pretty much you using the Wii remote also, but the play call system pretty much recommend a specific player based on a particular situation, like first and 10 or second and one or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of the main differences that the Wii version has when you compare it to the other versions and stuff like that. Now, pretty much the game modes for all versions are practically the same thing. You got the play mode, franchise, multiplayer, mini games online and my Madden. Of course, the um, play now is pretty much the exhibition mode for Madden 2012. They added like it's pretty much a little something a little extra for the exhibition where you can pretty much pick either 5-on-5 or 11-on-11. Now, pretty much the 5-on-5 is pretty much a neighborhood style type of game, you know what I'm saying, where it's practically a pickup game where you play at a particular stadium, whether it's like Ford Field or where the Dallas Cowboys play, whatever the case may be. But it remains the same. You pick two teams, you play either play against the computer or another player and just go heads up, you know. Now the franchise is where you play the season mode, of course. You can pretty much do things like play a season game, which is under a stadium, manage the finances of the particular team that you picked, which is under the thing called pro shops. You can run practice drills. You can view the roster, which is under front office. You can also view the stats of your particular team, of their Hall of Fame and everything. So each menu under franchise is represented by a particular building under franchise and stuff. You know, plus you can yeah, you can play multiplayer mode, which is where you can play road to road to the Super Bowl, Madden Showdown, and huddle up. Now with to the Super Bowl, you can play with a friend to make a Super Bowl team. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the Cleveland Browns or Miami Dolphins or anything like that. And then the Madden Showdown, you can pretty much play with your friends and around the games, and winner is determined off that. And Huddle Up is pretty much where you can play up to it's a co-op type game where the second player had trying to knock out the first player and everything. Now pretty much you could play online mode. You could back when this game first came out. It's now been it doesn't you can't play online mode for Madden 2012 anymore now. You know what I'm saying? But back when it first came when this game first came out, you could challenge somebody in the online lobby as far as the game is concerned. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you could talk to other people through EA messenger rather when when EA had the online up format in 2012 and stuff. Now, pretty much my Madden is pretty much the options mode for the game where you can change different stuff like the difficulty, the time limit, and pretty much the gameplay mode, button configurations, and things like that. So there's a lot to do when you're talking about the menu format in 2012, and you know what I'm saying. Now the graphics and design for Madden 2012 are pretty good with some nice color palettes. Now some I would say that some versions of Madden 2012, say like PS3 and the 360 versions, pretty much has a slight advantage over some of the other ones like the PSP or the PlayStation 2 version and stuff like that. Now the controls and gameplay are pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's fluid and responsive. In my opinion, the gameplay and controls are the best part of Madden in 2012. So if it wasn't good, I would have said so, and a lot of people would have been mad about that if it wasn't good. You know, so that's my opinion on that. Now, the soundtrack is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But some people will like some of the songs that they will hear in Madden 2012 over some other songs because of their personal preference. Like some people will pretty much listen to like say a War Tour by a Tribe Called Quest because that particular song is on there, or they'll like to play another song altogether. You know. But anyway, Madden 2012 is a good football game from an overall standpoint. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely recommend it to anybody who is pretty much a football fan and a fan of the Madden franchise as a whole. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, you can sound off in the comment section about Madden 2012 about pretty much anything from the franchise mode to the my play to the mini games part of it, you know. And if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.